What if I told you that those who feel most called to serve others and live with purpose often face their greatest battles in the most unexpected places? Today we're exploring 6 reasons why chosen ones, those who feel divinely called to make a difference, secretly struggle with lust, and how understanding these reasons can transform your spiritual journey. First, the burden of perfectionism creates internal pressure that manifests in unexpected ways. When you feel chosen for something greater, you place enormous expectations on yourself. This constant pressure to be perfect creates stress, and lust often becomes an escape valve. Your mind seeks relief from the weight of purpose, and sexual thoughts provide temporary distraction from spiritual responsibilities. The key is recognizing that perfection isn't the goal, progress is. Accept that struggle is part of growth, not evidence of failure. Second, isolation intensifies desire. Chosen ones often feel misunderstood or different from others. This isolation, while sometimes necessary for spiritual development, creates loneliness that amplifies natural human desires. When you're set apart for purpose, you might feel disconnected from normal relationships and experiences. Lust fills the void where genuine connection should be. Combat this by building authentic relationships with people who understand your journey and values. Third, spiritual warfare targets your weaknesses. When you're called to make a positive impact, negative forces naturally oppose you. These forces attack where you're most vulnerable. For many, sexual desire represents a powerful weakness because it's tied to fundamental human needs for connection and pleasure. Understanding this isn't paranoia, it's strategic awareness. Strengthen your defenses through meditation, prayer, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. Fourth, suppression creates obsession. Many chosen ones try to completely eliminate lustful thoughts rather than properly channeling them. When you suppress natural desires without addressing their root causes, they grow stronger underground. It's like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. Eventually it explodes to the surface with greater force. Instead of suppression, practice redirection. Channel that passionate energy into your purpose, creative projects, or physical exercise. Fifth, heightened sensitivity amplifies everything. Chosen ones typically possess greater emotional and spiritual sensitivity than average people. This sensitivity, while a gift for understanding others and receiving divine guidance, also means you feel temptations more intensely. Your heightened awareness makes you more susceptible to environmental triggers, emotional fluctuations, and spiritual attacks. Develop stronger boundaries around what you consume mentally, visually, and emotionally. Guard your inputs carefully. Sixth, the contrast creates internal conflict. Living with one foot in the spiritual realm and one in the physical world creates tension. You're aware of higher purposes while inhabiting a physical body with natural desires. This duality isn't a design flaw, it's part of the human experience. The struggle between flesh and spirit refines your character and strengthens your resolve. Embrace this tension as a tool for growth rather than evidence of unworthiness. Here's what you can do starting today. First, practice the pause technique. When lustful thoughts arise, pause and ask yourself what you really need. Are you lonely, stressed, seeking escape? Address the underlying need instead of the surface desire. Second, create accountability systems. Find trusted friends or mentors who understand your journey and can provide support without judgment. Third, develop replacement habits. When temptation strikes, have predetermined activities ready. This could be prayer, exercise, calling a friend, or working on your mission. Fourth, remember that thoughts aren't actions. You're not failing because you have lustful thoughts, you're human. The battle is won in how you respond to those thoughts. As Maya Angelou said, you may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. Your struggles with lust don't disqualify you from your calling, they're part of your refinement process. Every time you choose your higher purpose over lower impulses, you're building spiritual muscle. Your assignment for this week is simple but powerful. Each morning, spend 5 minutes visualizing yourself living fully in your purpose. See yourself making the impact you're called to make. When lustful thoughts arise, return to this vision. Ask yourself, does this thought move me toward or away from my purpose? Remember, chosen ones aren't chosen because they're perfect. They're chosen because they're willing to grow through their imperfections. Your struggle is not your shame, it's your strength in development. What step will you take today to transform this challenge into spiritual growth?